Well, let's see. James comey-fired. Yeah. He should have been fired half a year ago or more. But honestly, I think it's absolutely hilarious how the liberals are in an uproar over him being fired when they were the ones 6 months ago, back in October or November, who were freaking out because he was saying such horrible things about Hillary and jeopardizing her campaign and blah, 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 blah. Well, saying horrible things about Hillary were the truth. Those things that he said. Unfortunately, it didn't matter what the truth was to the liberals or anybody else at that time, except for people who were in an uproar about it at that point, who were not liberals, who were actually paying attention. I don't see how anybody, anywhere, could ever believe anything that came out of the mouth of a liberal. I'm sorry. But propaganda is your favorite meal. Bullshit is your favorite thing to do. I just don't get it. But, you know, I'm not a liberal. And I haven't been one for a very, 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 very long time. I think liberalism is one of those things that you, as a child, might think is wonderful. A child might think being liberal is great because a child sees things in a manner where there is no logic, there is only emotion. But it takes time to become an adult and to grow up and to see things for what they really, really are. And liberalism is not how things really, really are. The world is built on logic, they're built on reason, built on data and information and truth. And the liberals are trying to build a world on emotion and feel good and inclusion of everybody and everything. You know what? Not everybody gets to do everything. Not everybody gets everything. Not everybody has an equal share of everything. It matters because it's the truth. I'm sorry. It's unfair to you, maybe, because you don't have it. But if you worked your butt off, you could get it. But you have to stop whining and crying and pretending that you're playing at being a fucking child who needs somebody to hand you everything instead of going out there and getting this shit yourself. Honestly, I am so sick of it. It's been several years now, and I'm talking 3 or 4, that this agenda has been prevalent in media. James Colbert. Okay. Like I say it like it's French. No, I don't think so. I've had people who have come to me when I was promoting Trump who've used Colbert as a source for proving that Trump was a bad person. He's a freaking comedian. Are you kidding me? Seriously, you're going to use him as a source. You don't know what a source is. Did you never go to any class in school and they tell you, okay, we need you to write your sources for your paper down, okay? And I want you to source your paper and I want you to make it, you know, the best paper you can, and every time you put a detail of information in there, you need to, you know, put the source. Maybe they don't do that in school anymore, but when I was in school, if you gave a source of somebody's conversation or, you know, their opinion about something, that is called hearsay. That is not a source. A source is based in data, based in information, based in factual information, not BS, not opinion, not somebody's crying, feel bad, oh my God. No, I'm sorry. But, you know, you gotta figure out what the heck is real and what the hell is just a idiot's opinion. And anything coming out of the mouth of Colbert is an idiot's opinion. He's a freaking comedian, people. He is not a factual source. You cannot use him as a source for things. And I'm sorry, but if you listen to this, you know who you are because you've tried to source things to me several times over the campaign of Trump with things from Colbert. Just because he said it and he put it on television doesn't make it true. When are you going to wake up to this, you sheeple idiots? I'm sorry, but that's a rant, and I have to say it because I'm tired of it. It has been 2 years now since Trump announced his presidential run that these people are just idiots, ignorant. Okay, so anyway, my state, I live in South Carolina. There were some laws on the books this past week. Things that, they were going to be voting on in the State House. And I was all against the state rise of taxes for gas taxes and the rise of money for fees in the Department of Motor Vehicle for registering your vehicle and so on. The thing passed. Now, why was I against it? Because it's supposed to go for roads, and our roads are bad. We already are being charged on our taxes. When we pay our taxes on our property taxes on our vehicles and our property and our land, we're already being charged for money to take care of the roads. Where is that money going? Because they're not taking care of the roads with it. I mean, period, it's not happening. So, there's a tax already on the gasoline, there's a tax already on your property, and there's a tax on sales, on everything, and a portion of that is supposed to go toward infrastructure for the state, and it's not being used for that. So, adding this new tax to gasoline is only a way to line more people's freaking pockets, and I don't want to pay for other people to have their lined pockets be all nice and shiny. Alright, the other two things that I'm concerned about that were on the books were medical marijuana and open carry. Both of which I think need to be in existence. I think that I need to be able to carry a pistol on my side when I'm walking around in northern Charleston area where there's a lot of crime. I have to walk sometimes to places and I feel like I need protection and I want to be able to carry a pistol openly. Because if you see me carrying a pistol on my side in a holster, are you going to screw with me? No, you're not gonna screw with me. I might be 100 and couple, I'm not gonna tell you how much I weigh, but I'm under 150 pounds, okay? And you could come and, just snatch me right up. I had a girlfriend years ago who was snatched up by a van full of Mexicans, and she had a knife on her. And you know what? She stabbed the shit out of him and got away. So, I want to be able to carry a weapon. I want to open carry a gun. Because if I can open carry a gun, are you going to mess with me? Are you going to... If I got a 45 on my side, are you going to try to snatch me up? Are you going to try to rob me? Are you going to try to harass me? No. Unless you're a dumbass. Okay? Period. Open carry didn't pass. Very, very disappointed, very upset with the state. And where was the ability of the people to vote on this? These individuals who are voted in as representatives of people in South Carolina have been there for years, okay? Clyburn has been there for 23 plus something years. He's a Democrat. He's an idiot. He's on the take. He took money from... oh God, I can't even remember what it was, but he was part of a scheme to take money. I have to look that up and then get back to you on that one. But he's already been caught taking money, that he shouldn't have been taking. The bank bailouts, that's what it was. He was involved in the bank bailouts and taking money from bank bailouts. But Clyburn needs to go. 23 years. Term limits, people. Term limits. 2 to 4 years, 8 years tops, maybe at certain types of fields. Term limits. This guy is old. He is ignorant. He is a jerk. He is on the take. He is worthless. He does not need to be in our government. The only reason he wins is name recognition. If we started voting on candidates on their stance and their names were blacked out, maybe we would actually get some people in there who are worth it. And the other thing is medical marijuana, okay? Most of the states in the U.S. are okay with medical marijuana. I'm okay with medical marijuana. As a matter of fact, I'm okay with recreational marijuana, too. I don't think that a plant like marijuana should be illegal. And the only reason why it has been illegal in the past is because it and hemp are very similar, and they've been tied together, and hemp was going to take out the oil industry back in the early 19th century, or 20th century, sorry, early 19th century, no, early 20th century. Hemp could have revolutionized the fuel industry. It was already taking care of the rope and the fabric, and now, you know, you can build all sorts of things out of hemp, okay? And in order to demonize hemp, they demonized marijuana. Before then, marijuana used to be able to be bought in a tincture in the store. You could buy medical marijuana in a tincture in the store. They're still, go on eBay, look at the little bottles and stuff from back in the 1800s and early 1900s before it was legal. You can find little bottles that say, contain marijuana, or various words describing it. I don't understand how people can be so stupid. Now, medical marijuana is wonderful for people with seizures, people with pain, people with issues related to cancer. It's the pharmaceutical companies now who are keeping it from becoming legal in certain places. Honestly, I would rather see them take alcohol and make it illegal and make marijuana legal. You'd have a lot less car wrecks. You'd have a lot less problems with people with alcoholism being abusive. Potheads are not abusive. Period. I've never seen abusive pothead in my life. I've seen a bunch of abusive alcoholics, but I've never seen abusive potheads. They just want to sit down, chill, watch a movie, chit-chat with friends, maybe make something creative, clean their house, you know, eat a big meal, laugh and giggle, enjoy themselves. Alcoholics, you see them drinking and driving, killing people, getting in fights, causing problems, abusing their you know, people in their homes, their families, and so on. And my last thing, which I only have a minute and 53 seconds to talk about, is South Carolina put non-binary on their driver's license application. That is ridiculous. Either you're male or you're female. You're born either male or female. This is an identification card so that you know who you are dealing with. And there is no such thing as non-binary. Gender is not fluid. Gender is not your opinion of what you are. You either have a penis or a vagina. Period. And if you have a sex change, you either have a penis or a vagina. If you have a sex change, then you can change your license to whatever sex you are, whether it's penis or vagina. Simple. I don't have a problem with people having sex change operations. That's their damn business. If they feel that they're male and they're born in a female body and they want to spend the money to have a sex change, more power to them. No problem. But gender applies to their sex organs. Period. Simple. And that's my rant for the day. With 40 seconds left, please come visit truthhumanliesmatter.com for links to our other sites. And have a great day. Bye.